a furniture item. And so I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna find the template for furniture.
Okay.
And I selected it and I'm gonna hit open. All right, so this is the center of an object right here. So if I put a line here and a line here in the center of this table, that represents those two dotted lines.
Okay.
Okay. Now, remember that we're gonna draw this in 3D. So right now, we're standing up, looking down on top of this table. Okay? So those two lines are actually down here on the floor.
The reference?
Yes. These two lines, this is the center, front and back, and this one is center, right and left. Okay? But it's down on the floor. So we know that the top of the table is up off the floor 29 inches. If I got a tape measure out, I could measure it and measure this at 29 inches. Okay? So in order to get the top in the right spot, I've got to come down to an elevation view right here of front. Now, here's the floor, and so the top is gonna sit up here somewhere. James, did you want me to go through this with you again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
On creating the table?
Yeah.
All right, so where I'm at right now, I've selected the furniture family, and I've got the center, left and right, and front and back, right here. Now, we know that the top of the table is up off the floor 29 inches, don't we? So I go here to the front view, here's the floor, and so I need to put in a reference plane right here. And I need to set this dimension at 29 inches. Or 2 feet 5. Now it says click to name, so I'm gonna pick in there and I wanna name it. So I'm gonna call this.
Wait, I have one question.
Okay.
Up at the very top, your ribbon is different and it has create and how'd you get there?
All right. Let me just do it for everybody's benefit. So I start new to 29 inches. Okay? So are you with me now? So now I'm gonna go back to the reference level and I'm gonna create a tabletop. But I need reference lines to create the table. So I'm gonna put one out here, one over here, one across here, and one across here. Now, did you notice something? I didn't care where I put them.
Yeah, the small one's bigger than top one, right?
But then I'm gonna take this one, and I wanna make it, oh, let's say 2 feet. And then I'm gonna take this one, and I wanna make it 2 feet. And then this one, 2 feet, and this one, 2 feet.
You're making them all 2 feet because that's the size
Just
of one
because,
table?
that's just a number in my head.
Okay, cool.
No reason, just a number.
So why would you need so many reference lines if like the main part of the table is just right there?
Because each edge of the table has got to have a reference level, or a reference line, or plane, excuse me, planes.
Okay.
Alright.
Because this one is going to be called top, back.
Oh, okay. I see.
And that'll
This
be
one
top,
is
bottom?
going to be top, front. This one is going to be left, top left. And top
Right.
right.
Hmm.
So now I got them all named right there. So now I'm ready to create this top, just like this right here.
Cherry wood, alright. Plastic.
You got a question on it? That'll work. So I'm gonna go back to the Create tab right here. And I'm gonna create an extrusion, because this has thickness to it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna create the extrusion, and if you watch the little video of it, that's an extrusion. It came up, and they're drawing it out now. So you kind of, and then you see how it
Came up, yeah, like a 3D pop up.
okay? So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do an extrusion. And you see here it says the depth. Now, I've made a mistake, haven't I?
Why? It's not 1 foot?
Because where am I at
Oh,
on this?
you're not on the front, you're on the left.
I'm on the floor still, right?
Oh, yeah, on reference level, yeah, floor plan. So we need to be on front, or we need to be
So
elevation?
I'm drawing off the floor because I put this in,
Right.
but I haven't told the computer where I'm at in this view. So when I go to create right here, I've got to set. Let me go back to the reference level. I have to set. See, right now, it's the plane, the work plane. You see this box around here?
Yeah.
Is where?
On the outside of the
On
whole
the
thing?
floor.
Oh, okay.
Reference, floor.
Reference floor. Level
Reference equals floor. Got that?
1. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where do I want to go?
To the top?
Tabletop. Right here. Now, what did it do? It took it from the floor and brought it up here to the tabletop at 29 inches. So then I hit OK. And now I go out. What?
Never mind.
No, if you have a question, I'll stop.
Oh, wasn't I was just gonna say is, would it now just be like a box? Would you just?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go create an extrusion right here. The depth of the extrusion is going to be, let's say, 1 inch. And I'm gonna draw a rectangle. And I'm gonna pick this point, drag the rectangle out and pick that point. Then I'm gonna lock this extrusion to these reference points. So lock, 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 and lock. And then I'm gonna finish the sketch. Now remember, I made it 1 inch thick. So
You want us to save this table?
I just wanna see it. So, yeah, you can save it. So now, if I go to the front view, I kinda messed up, didn't I? 'Cause
The
here's
boxes.
the tabletop at 29 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, and the
And now I
Top
went a
one.
positive number, so now, here's 29, so now it's 20, 30. So can I move this?
the move tab.
So I have to move this one down, and then move this one down, and then move this one back up, Now, do you see,
The 1 inch or whatever you had been.
yeah? You see now it says negative something right here?
Yeah.
So if I put negative 0, oops, negative 0 space 1, and then apply. Now, this is 1 inch, but the top of it is 29 inches. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we go back to the reference level, and here's my tabletop. So before I do any legs, anything, I wanna make sure that I can make this longer and
Flex?
make it wider, flex it.
Alright.
So I'm going to go to the annotate tab. I'm gonna pick dimension. I'm gonna pick this point, pick this point, pick this point, and then pick out here somewhere. Now, when I did that, you see that it gave me equal values, but then it also gave me an equals up here. So I'm gonna pick this one. Now it says equal, equal, unlocked, unlocked. So now I wanna come back, I'm still in the dimension, because you see it by my little pointer there. I'm gonna pick this one and this reference plane and put that dimension in there.
And not lock it?
Nope, it's unlocked. Because it has to move, it has to
Okay.
flex, it has to change. But now that it's selected, I want to add a label to it. So if I look in the list, there's nothing in here. But this one is create a parameter or create a label. So the parameter here, the name of it, I'm going to call it length. Length. It's a type parameter, it belongs in the dimension group, and then I hit OK. So now it says length equals 4 feet. Over here, this is family types. So if I pick this, now do you see I have a parameter here under dimensions and it says 4 feet. If I make this value right here 8 feet, what do you think is going to happen?
If
Expand.
It's going to expand, right?
width
So I
only?
hit apply. Now my length is 8 foot long.
Mm-hmm.
This is equal, so this is 4 feet, this is 4 feet, and total of 8. So if I put it back to 4,
Now to make it 2 and 2 again.
so it's back to my original 2 and 2. All right, so I want to make this now.
So even if you did like a number like 7, that can't really be split, like, so it would be like 2'6", 2 foot, or.
3 point.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. It would do that for you.
Let's make it 7 space 3.
Ooh.
7 feet 3 inches. So there's 7 feet 3 inches.
Oh, split it in half for you?
Yeah, so it's very, very specific.
I like
So half of 7 is what?
it. 3.5?
Yeah, 3.5.
3 and a half. And half of 3 is what?
1.5?
1 and a half. So 3 and a half. Start. All right, so now I want to make this one move right here. So create, annotate, dimension. So I'm going to pick here, 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 and then stop it out there. Now do you see my equal sign again?
Mm-hmm.
Pick it. And then I'm going to, instead of doing it over here, I'm going to do it over here. And so that one has to have a parameter too, doesn't it? Just like this one.
Yeah.
So this one would be called what? Length is already used, so
Width?
we need a new one. And you said width.
Yes.
Width. So it belongs to the length. It's a dimension. It's a type. So we hit OK. So now, in the family types, I have length and width. So if I make this one two, now it's 2 foot wide and 4 foot long.
Not,
Okay, let's stop here for just a second.
I got that part.
Okay,
Thanks for this part.
okay. Now, do you understand about locking for the legs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, so we go back to create, and we have to add some more reference points. So I'm gonna put one here. One here. One here. And one here.
Whoa.
So a table should have the legs evenly spaced in all the directions, right?
Correct.
All right, so if I pick this one right here, let's make this 4 inches. And we'll make this one 4 inches. And I'm just pulling numbers out.
Okay.
And pick this one 4 inches. I don't wanna, I'll eventually come back and name these. Okay?
We'll name them like left leg, right leg, you're saying, or
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. So down here, these are already set at 4, aren't they? This one, because I set it up here at the top.
Mhm.
This is the only one I have to reset right here, so I have to set it at 4. Okay. So, the crossing of these 2 points is the center point for my round leg. Okay. So where am I at? You gotta keep in mind, where am I at?
Right now you're in the reference lane.
So if I go to set, I'm at the tabletop, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't wanna be on the, if you're adding.
So if I look at here, there's the tabletop, isn't it? So the bottom of the table is down an inch, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So do you need another reference line?
Now I'm gonna go back down here
Okay.
to the floor
Oh, okay. And then raise them up.
and then go up. So that's gonna be a positive number.
All right.
So I go back to set and I pick reference level and it says, hey, I can't draw in this view on the flat surface. So which view?
that's cool, man.
So I'm gonna pick this one, so then I'm gonna open that window. So now I get this window back without having to come up here and pick a tab.
Hmm.
So remember, now I'm down on the floor where your foot is at, and I'm looking up. So I'm gonna do an extrusion, and I'm going to pick a round circle.
Look at Cassandra, she's all done.
So I pick this point,
You all done? Table?
and let's just say I want
Yeah.
a 1 inch or a 2 inch diameter leg, because that's radius
No,
right
that's the
there.
difference.
So I pick it.
That's the difference.
But if I pick it here, what's the offset gonna be?
0, because it says 0 right now.
And I picked the difference. Did you? Yeah.
So if I pick create extrusion, you see the depth over here?
What thing?
What does it have to be?
For the legs?
2 feet 4 inches, doesn't it?
I don't
When you
know.
open that, you just gotta open it with blank.
29 is 2 feet 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna be down one.
I was confused on what,
I forgot
you're
actually.
talking about when you didn't
Yeah.
get.
So 2 feet 4.
Well, now you have it, that's what
And now I'm gonna pick the round
You
circle.
load it into the project, you're just gonna open it into the
And I
project.
pick this
Project one.
and I drag out 1 inch.
Just do that.
So it's now 2-inch diameter
Close
circle.
that project. Go there, now load it into the project.
Okay? And then I,
Save it already?
and instead of drawing
Save it as a family.
3 more, I'm gonna pick copy,
Save it as a family.
pick this object, finish the selection, and pick the center of it.
Now load it into the project.
And then copy. And then copy. And now I can finish the selection, right?
Right.
So let's look at the front view of it. Dirt legs. If I look at the 3D, there's my table with legs. And if I looked at the front, huh?
Just see through it.
Yeah, because we're in hidden lines. We're hidden lines. Or actually wireframe. I'm sorry. So the legs are attached to the bottom. So now let's go back to the reference level. Now, this leg has to move with this reference line, doesn't it? Because it's got to drag to, so I'm going to go to the dimension, and I'm going to pick this one, and this one. And I'm going to lock it. And I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to lock it. So now, let's see if it works with these two.
That's whiskey, right?
So, family type, length,